It's the plane! It's a crash landing. I know. You liked playing with Ryan, right? Mommy misses his big arms, too.
Welcome home.
Oh, isn't this beautiful? Somebody sent these.
I wonder who.
Oh, it was you. That's who you were talking to on the airplane. Oh, thank you.
No keeping any secrets from you,
No,
is
there isn't. I'm so glad you got a rest while we were at Amanda's.
Yeah. Little Ali kept us pretty busy, didn't she?
She's getting pretty good at chess, thanks to you.
Did she tell you? She and I intend to continue playing via computer. Much the same as I used to play with...
With Ryan. We mustn't ever forget him.
No.
But I'm awfully glad you stopped obsessing about the investigation.
Now, there was another surprise I had for
What,
you.
Daddy?
Something to fatten you up.
Oh,
Who did this?
why do you want to get me fat, and who opened them?
Who the hell opened these?
They're half-eaten.
Well, I had no choice. You see, I hate nuts.
Cecile.
Yes, it's me, in the flesh. Oh, it's so good to be home with my family.
Good morning. I have coffee, tea, or I can offer you a sports drink.
Morgan, I had to go. Thanks for the use of your sofa bed. Courtney. You were very lucky last night, Ms. Hudson.
Why do you say that?
Well, you wrapped your car around a tree and you have no serious injuries.
Well, I don't understand why I'm in so much pain.
Well, maybe to be safe, we should run some more tests.
Oh, no, really, must we?
I know you'd really rather be home with your fiancé, but we need to keep you here for observation.
Doctor, is she okay?
Yeah, she's still a little shaky, but I think a visit from her fiancé will make her feel better.
Thank you, thank you. Donna? You wouldn't let me in until right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry about what happened. We were supposed to have a wedding last night.
Okay.
No, it's not okay. I ruined everything.
Listen, we can get married anytime. Walking away from a car wreck, now, it's a miracle.
I don't know about that.
Well, I do. I don't know what I would have done if I lost you. Now, come on. I want to know the whole story. You tell me exactly what happened to you last night.
It all started with my grandfather's cufflinks. I wanted to give them to you as a wedding present, and so I went over to Michael's to pick them up.
Donna, this is unbelievable.
It's true, I swear it's true.
No, I mean, you were just trying to bring me this beautiful gift.
Yes.
And you end up in the hospital.
I wanted so much to be able to get to you, and I was driving so fast, and then all of a sudden I had a flat tire on my way from Michael's, and there I was on that deserted country road. I was all alone. I was scared to
Well, you
death.
should have used your car phone and called me.
I tried, but it was broken. It's been broken for weeks, and I've been meaning to fix it. And,
Didn't I call you on that a couple days ago?
yes. Yes, you did. But I can get calls in. I just can't make any calls out anyway. It was broken, and I couldn't call you, and I was just desperate, and then I had to knock on somebody's door.
Well, how'd you do that? I mean, it's like the pitch dark. You're on a deserted country road. How?
Chickens. I heard chickens. I heard, you know, that noise that chickens make. That
Well,
and I just followed that noise.
what'd you do? Then knock on the door of the chicken coop?
No, there was a farmhouse close by, fortunately. But unfortunately, the gentleman of the house was very rude to me, and he would not let me use the telephone.
You're
I mean,
kidding
can you
me.
imagine me? He was treating me like I was some kind of a burglar or a serial killer or something.
What'd you do
And,
next?
well, I had to change the tire all by myself.
You changed the tire by yourself? Since when do you do that?
Well, you'd be surprised at what I can do when I'm desperate. I was just going on adrenaline, and I just picked up that widget, and I...
Tire.
Right. And I just took all of my strength, and I cranked up that thing.
Jack.
And I lugged the nuts, and I...
Lug nuts.
Right. And I changed the tire. And I just kept thinking of you standing there with the justice of the peace waiting for me. You believe me, don't you?
Yes, I believe you, honey. And listen, don't get mad when I tell you this, all right?
Oh, I promise I won't get mad.
It's just that there was a moment, a very short, paranoid moment there when I was waiting for the ambulance that I thought that you were pulling a Jake on me, you know, taking off at high speed, bailing out.
Oh, my darling, I wanted to make a fast getaway, but with you on my arm.
I should have had more faith in you.
Oh, Dr. Evans, hi. Is Donna Hudson...
She is, yes. Well, how are you doing? You look wonderful.
Well, thank you. I feel pretty good. I mean, my white cells feel good. I feel good.
That's great.
Is she,
She's in there, but she's visiting with her fiancé right now.
Oh, okay, fine, thanks.
And all I could think of was saying I do, and how much you were going to love the cufflinks. And I was just driving as fast as I could, and I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I guess my arms were so exhausted from changing the tire, and I couldn't turn the steering wheel, and I crashed into a tree at top speed.
Yeah, but I found you on the outside of your car. Did the car throw you? Or?
Well, it must have. I was in and out of consciousness, and I just must have collapsed there on the mulch until you rescued me.
I'll tell you, seeing you lying there with your clothes ripped, it was the worst moment of my life.
Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. After what happened to me last night, I'm lucky to be alive.
Well, Cecile, what a surprise.
Yes. I mean, I didn't expect you both back so soon. Carl, you look delicious.
Cecile, still causing trouble?
Oh, as much as I can, Carl. Oh, dear Carl. I was so sorry to hear about your son. Our children, they're really all we have. When Rachel called and told me my little girl was in trouble, oh, I simply had to rush right home.
Well, she's hardly a little girl anymore.
No, blossoming into a beautiful young woman. Well, look at the genes. She will certainly make some eligible bachelor happy.
Well, I have this feeling she's not ready for marriage yet.
No, but that's where her mother comes in. I have so much to teach her.
It was a staggering proposition.
Well, right now, I think she just needs some supervision.
Yes, I quite agree. The night I arrived, actually, there was evidence of a wild party. From what I gather, There were a few girls of undetermined background here.
I've warned Maggie about that.
Yes. And she simply must improve her friends.
No. I'm talking about she was grounded. She's not supposed to be entertaining at all. Is she at school?
Well, of course. I made sure of that.
Well, Cecile, you're staying at a hotel while you're here?
No. I'm staying right up in Jamie's room. Oh, this house has so many wonderful memories. It's so good to be here with family.
Yes, well, ladies, I think I'll let you get on with your reunion. You must have much ground to cover, as do I, at the office.
Oh, no, Carl. Don't rush off.
Sorry, ladies.
You can be all right?
Yes, fine.
What about me?
Be well.
You know, Rachel, after Mac died, Carl Hutchins really would be about the last person I would dream you'd end up with.
Me too, but I did.
No, I know. All about that Corey Publishing thing. I mean, the terrible, tacky takeover. I suppose that marriage is really the best solution for a woman who wants to maintain the lifestyle to which she's become accustomed.
Why are you here, Cecile?
Bay City PD, this is Sinclair.
Lieutenant, it's Vicki Hudson. I need to speak to Captain McNamara.
Well, the captain's not in right now. May I take a message for him?
As soon as he gets back, would you tell him I need to see him? It's important.
Sure, I'll have him get back to you.
And I actually really need to see him in person. Something I have to show him.
Okay, I'll let him know.
Thanks.
Surprised.
What do you want?
Where are your manners, Grant? Are you not going to invite me in?
So you can attempt to strangle me once again? I don't think so.
This is social. Only take a few moments. The last time we met, well, the approach I took was somewhat extreme. How have you been feeling since then?
I'll survive. Now say what you have to say and get the hell out of here.
Rachel and I have just returned from Los Angeles. A trip, a visit to Amanda.
And how is Amanda?
Well, not to put too fine a point on it, she is flourishing without you, Grant.
Good. I hope you gave her my regards.
Gave her your... I told her that the last time I saw you, you were spluttering and choking. Of course, she couldn't help wonder, how was it possible that a gun could be registered in her name?
I do hope you're not here to rehash that absurd scenario.
Without her knowledge of it. And how is it possible that that same gun could turn up at the scene of Ryan's
I want you to
shooting?
stop cross-examining me.
My boy was taken from me, Grant. Murdered in cold blood. Do you think I'd give up? Do you think I'd ever give up? No, not until the culprit is flushed from out of his dark, cowardly hiding place. Flushed out into the light. And then I shall have justice.
I didn't mean to upset you, Rachel. I actually think Carl Hutchins is quite a catch.
Why are you here, Cecile?
I told you. Maggie. I mean, I just suddenly got this pang of maternal instinct. You know how that is.
Well, with me, it's sort of constant.
Well, some of us are perfect mothers, and some of us have a life.
Well, I am awfully grateful you're concerned about Maggie.
Well, I'm not terribly concerned. what a grandmother's for, yes? And besides, I mean, even though I'm not fretting every minute, I certainly do care. And I've missed my little Maggie. I've missed being with her.
Really?
Yes. You know, we've had some invitations for some darling mother and daughter events, and like a high tea, a tennis tournament, and I was just stomping my foot that we couldn't attend.
And how long will you be here in Bay City?
I don't know. But that's the good thing. You can stay with family and never wear out your welcome.
Well, you know, you might be more comfortable at a hotel.
Oh, no, darling. I mean, I can't make myself a midnight snack in my peignoir in a hotel kitchen now, can I? No, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I'll just make myself right at home. Besides, you have so much more on your mind. I mean, your little boy.
That would be Matthew.
Didn't you know? Oh, Rachel. Wait, he was all set to marry Donna Hudson last night. Here. They were going to hold the service here with a beautiful cake. It was so delicious. Champagne, and the preacher, justice of the peace, was... But the bride was a no-show.
Ow. Oh.
Does it hurt?
Oh, well, it's really uncomfortable.
Should I get the doctor?
No, please don't.
We'll monitor her condition every 2 hours and send up another H&H and a UA and let me know if her condition changes. Yes, Dr. Evans, thanks.
Thought you'd get away with it, didn't you?
What do you mean?
Folding up the blankets, sneaking off before the sun comes up. No coffee, no cartoons, no verbal, hey, Morgan, thanks for the use of the couch.
Look, I'm sorry if I seemed ungrateful, but I had to get to work. You know, I have a very high-pressure job, and the hours they give interns.
I thought maybe you were avoiding me.
Why would I do that?
Because you're not willing to discuss what's really going on in your life.
Sorry, Morgan, I'm busy.
You're sure you don't want me to get the doctor?
No,
for you?
please. You know what I think is this hospital food is making me sick to my stomach. Would you go out to the Healthy Gourmet for me and get something fun and breakfasty and...
I like that. That's a good sign. You're getting your appetite. That means you're getting better.
I hope so.
Yeah. Okay. Now you stay here. I love you. If anything ever happened to you, I don't know what I'd do.
Well, luckily, it didn't.
Michael. Hi. I owe you an apology.
No, Matthew, you don't.
Yes, I do. I was a jealous wreck last night. Breaking into your house, crawling under your bed looking for Donna.
Yeah, well, there's the pre-wedding jitters.
Well, it's very generous of you, but I feel like a jackass.
Well, look, don't. You know, I mean, I understand. I mean, you love Donna, right? You're crazy about her, and she's my ex-wife. And look, if you're threatened by our history, just don't be, really.
I was drunk. I mean, that's no excuse for getting so...
Hostile.
But I realized how ridiculous it was that I suspected something. The two of you last night. I mean, Donna loves me. She's the love of my life. She would never cheat on me. I don't know how I could think that, and I took it all out on you, and I'm sorry.
Well, thanks. I mean, it's okay, really. You know something? In a couple of months, I bet we all look back on all this and laugh.
Let's hope so. A little sooner, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go get Donna some breakfast.
Great.
How did you find out that she was in the accident?
Test. I have a checkup. I was just being checked up.
Oh. Well, why don't you go in there? Say hi. You know, give her some pointers on hospital survival.
Okay. Sure.
Great.
Thanks. Well, Donna, I'm glad to see that you took my advice and decided to lie through your teeth.
Dr. Evans, I need to talk to you.
Morgan, not now.
You came to my apartment last night and you were very upset.
Well, I thought about it and I was overreacting.
You were overreacting. If someone is beating up on you, I think you have a right to overreact.
That is not what's
Then
happening.
what is this?
Stop it, Morgan.
I see you every day of my life. You are my friend. I care about you. Don't even begin to tell me you're a klutz, because you're not accident-prone.
Well, if you don't believe anything I say, then why are you even bothering to ask me questions?
Because I think you're in serious trouble.
Well, I'm not.
I want to meet Andy.
What?
I've heard about this mysterious boyfriend of yours. Now, I want to meet him. That's all I ask.
No.
I want him to know that you have friends and that we're watching.
It's never gonna happen, Morgan. Forget about it.
So you're admitting that you have something to hide.
No, I'm not. Look, this is none of your business. Why don't you just drop it?
Okay. Fine. But the next time that you have a crisis in the middle of the night, and you can't tell me the truth about what's really going on in your life, don't stop by my apartment, okay?
Okay. Fine. Fine.
No, I always knew you had it in you. I mean, when it comes to lying, I always knew that you could be world class.
I resent that, Michael.
Hey, come on now. You got the doctors to keep you in this hospital overnight, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with you.
I am far from fine.
Plus, you got Matthew to believe every word you said. That's amazing.
I was in a very serious car accident last night, Michael. I could have been killed, and when Matthew found me, he was beside himself. Unlike you, the first person that I called after the crash, you hung up on me.
Well, yeah, I hung up on you because when you called, Matthew happened to be standing right next to me.
Well,
so
obviously, you don't care whether I live or die.
Donna, that's not true. I knew you were fine as soon as you started screaming at me over the phone.
I just want you to understand that last night was the biggest mistake of my entire life, that I never should have come out to your farm. I never should have allowed you to make love to me.
Allowed? I thought what was happening was mutual.
Well, we're just going to forget that it ever happened because I love Matthew more than anything in the world.
Oh, well, I can't tell you how happy it
And
makes
if
me
I
to hear you
could
say
marry him this second, I would.
I have an important message for you, sir.
Is that the report on the search for Justine Kirkland's locket?
As a matter of fact, it is, although I have a big problem. I can't seem to find a place to file it because the case is officially closed.
Did you come up with anything, Sinclair?
Nothing. Combed the area with metal detectors all the way to Crescent City and came up with no locket.
Well, maybe we should keep looking all the way to the Canadian border.
Are you serious, sir? For a piece of jewelry? What good is that going to do us?
You get any sleep last night, Sinclair?
As a matter of fact, I didn't, sir, because I had to get up at the crack of dawn to wrap up this case.
Yeah. Good work, Gary. Hey,
What's this?
Black Watch Pipers.
Huh. For me?
I thought you said you liked bagpipe music.
Oh, I do. I love it, but it's just I can hear it fine coming through the walls of your apartment, sir.
Look, I know I got in the way last night when I came over to use your shower. I just wanted to show my appreciation.
Oh, thank you.
Vicky Hudson called. She needs to see me about something.
Yeah, that's the message I was trying to tell you about earlier. It sounds very important.
Grant, tell me. When you close your eyes, do you see Ryan's face?
I don't need you to remind me of my brother, thank you. I've suffered quite enough.
And there we disagree.
Brent Harrison.
It's me.
Yes?
Is someone there with you?
As a matter of fact, yes. Yes, there is.
We'll get a private line, because I don't want some cheap hooker listening in.
Oh, You misunderstand.
Like hell I do. I found Justine's locket in with Kirkland's toys. Now, I want some answers, Grant, and I mean it.
Look, why don't I come right over? Fine, see you then. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave, Carl.
Who was that on the phone?
Well, we certainly are nosy, aren't we?
Yeah.
If you must know, it was Marshal Kramer's office. He wishes to have a meeting with me to discuss the marketing campaign for my book.
If truth be told by Grant Harrison. Well, you haven't lost your sense of the ironic, have you?
I really must ask you to leave, Carl.
Fine. See you anon.
Sir, let's say that we continue to exhaust all of our manpower, all right? What good is it going to do if we find this locket?
It's a key piece of evidence. You never know.
Yeah, it could also be a dead end, sir. A dead end, just like everything else. Now, what point do we throw up our hands and then walk away from this?
I'm not very good with either of those options, Lieutenant.
Excuse me.
How you doing, Morgan?
Okay, I guess I need some help.
Okay, we'll just stay here a minute. Captain, I can take care of this.
Okay. Thanks, guy. Listen, I'm going to be out of the office for a while.
All right.
Excuse me.
So what's on your mind?
Well, it's really not my problem. I think a friend of mine's getting beaten up by her boyfriend.
She's confided in you?
No, but I've seen bruises. I can tell it's getting worse. I'm here to file a complaint.
She didn't ask you to approach the police department on her behalf?
No. In fact, I'm sure she'd freak out if she knew I was here.
And as far as you know, she's never taken any steps to notify the police department or the DA's office?
She came to my
services?
apartment last night at 2:30 in the morning, scared out of her mind.
All right. And as far as you know, do you think that the violence would escalate if her boyfriend were approached?
I don't know. I can't even get her to be honest with me about it. But she keeps getting bruises on a regular basis.
And you've never seen her hit in person by this boyfriend?
No.
Do you know anybody who has seen this?
No, I've never met the guy. I don't need to catch him in the act. I work in an emergency room. I've treated abuse victims before. I know what it looks like.
Well,
this is it.
I'm sure you know what it looks like, and you may be right, but I'm talking about procedure, Morgan. Now, unless the victim wants to come forward on her own, or unless an officer of the law witnesses the actual abuse, then there's not really much I can do.
So what you're saying is my friend needs to get her skull bashed in before you're willing to go over and arrest
No,
this guy.
it's not a matter of being willing. It's a matter of the law. All right, now, I understand your frustration, believe me. But your friend can get help. There are things we can do. We can provide shelter for her. We can get her counseling. We can even set up an order of protection for her, but she's got to instigate it.
Come on.
Morgan, come on. You've done what you can do. Now, you want some advice from me? I'll tell you what. I'll give you my number. You have her call me. And I'll go over her options with her. Trust me. All right? All I have to do is tell her how a lot of these cases end up, and she might have a change of heart. She might file that complaint.
Getting her to make that call is going to be the hard part.
Well, look, I want to help you. But I can't do anything unless she's willing to come forward on her own. I mean, there's nothing this department can do.
Dr. Evans?
Yes.
Do you have Donna Hudson's chart?
Sorry.
I gotta tell you, I'm just overjoyed that you're still so gung-ho about marrying Matthew.
Well, did you think that one nostalgic tumble in the hay with my ex-husband would make me forget the most wonderful, young, handsome, loving man in the whole world?
I don't know, he didn't seem to have too much trouble forgetting him last night.
Well, I got carried away last night. I don't know why. Hearing that old song and dancing with you in the stables, I don't know what happened. It must have been pre-wedding jitters or some strange hallucination or something.
Yeah, you know, that was a really amazing hallucination, the way my hand fit right between your shoulder blades.
Irregardless of where your hand fits on my body, Matthew fits my heart and soul in a way that you never could and never will, and being with you last night just proved that once and for all.
Well, fine. Believe me, I would not stand in the way of your happiness.
Is it okay if little special delivery?
Sure. You're so devoted. Yeah, go right.
Matthew.
Hey, Mom, when did you get back to town?
Oh, just a few hours ago, but I called the station. They said that Donna had gotten into an accident. Is she all right?
She's fine. She's a little bumped and bruised, but she's hungry. That's a good sign, right?
Well, I'm glad it's not serious.
Yeah, me too.
So they said that you guys were going to elope?
Yeah, it was a kind of last-minute thing. I hope you're not mad that we didn't call.
Well, no, but I thought you wanted a church wedding with friends and family and everything.
Well, we decided not to wait.
Pretty impulsive.
Yeah, actually, it's a little difficult to admit, but I was feeling a little insecure.
Why?
Michael Hudson?
Michael Hudson?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great guy.
Yeah, but?
But, every time I see him, all my buttons get pushed.
But, honey...
I can't explain it.
They're a family, you know? I mean, they've got children together.
Yeah, I know.
There's
They're going to be
a
close. There's going to be a relationship, right? But you know what I did figure out? Michael in no way is a threat to what I have with Donna.
I want you to leave, Michael. Please don't make me call.
No, I'm not going to go while you're this upset.
You're just making it worse.
Well, tough beans, Donna.
Hudson, we need to take your vital signs.
Nurse, could you please get this man out of my life? I mean, my room right now.
Hey, look, just calm down, all right? Donna, I'm really sorry that I upset you, all right? But you don't have to throw me out of here. I will go on my own. Just, I want you to know I meant everything I said.
Michael, is Donna okay?
Yeah, she's fine.
Well, I'm glad it's not serious.
No. She should be okay. As a matter of fact, she should be just back to her old self in a couple hours. Hi, this is Michael Hudson. Well, great, thanks. I tell you what, I'm calling. I wonder if you could do me a little favor.
Honey, here's your healthy, fat-free breakfast you wanted.
Thank you. It's very sweet, but I really resent being poked and prodded every 45 minutes. I just want to be released.
Dr. Evans is concerned.
I'm concerned that Michael Hudson can stroll in here anytime he wants to and harass me. I would be getting better much quicker if I were just at home with my fiancé. Please, Matthew, get me out of here now.
Will you please stop? Excuse me? Oh, that sound is giving me a pounding headache.
Mrs. Hutchins wants us done before she gets back.
Oh, does she? Well, she'll just have to wait. I have some very important thinking to do.
Your name's Cecile?
Yes, why?
Someone named Cass Winthrop called you before.
Cass? Give me that. Oh, Cass, please be in. Why doesn't anyone ever listen to me? Cass. Oh, the machine. Oh, Cass. Where are you? It's about time you got here.
Now, Donna, Now, don't be upset, Victoria. It's not good for the children.
The children are with Bridget.
I see. We'll try to stay calm and...
I found Justine's locket in with Kirkland's things. Now, it wasn't there when I brought his things over to you, which means to me, he must have picked it up at your place. You had this locket all along, didn't you? Didn't you?
It must have been a frightening experience for you.
Yes, it was a nightmare from start to finish.
I just wish that I'd been there and we'd gone to Michael's together. This would never have happened.
Let's don't think about that right now. I just want to see Dr. Evans and be released.
I know. I shouldn't have stayed out all night. At a friend's. No. Andrew, you don't know her, okay? Listen, I'll come home right after work, I promise, okay? Yes. I love you, too.
Doc, I need, okay?
Yeah,
Good.
fine.
I need your permission. You got to approve an extraordinary treatment for Donna Hudson.
I feel perfectly fine, and I just want to go home.
Oh, I understand what that's like, being in a hospital when you're not really sick, but you only have one more night.
Everybody, this is the Reverend Keaton. He's the chaplain here at the hospital.
I don't need last rites, Michael.
I know that, Donna. Actually, I was thinking more along the lines of I do. Because I brought him here so that he can make Matthew and Donna husband and wife.
Did you get the locket?
Well, Kirkland must have gotten hold of it somehow.
Obviously, he picked it up at your apartment.
Yes, yeah, he did.
Well, how did it get there?
Well, I can only assume that when Justine abducted him, he must have grabbed it from around her neck. I found it in the room that she kept him in before she escaped.
So, this is a little souvenir from when your psycho mother kidnapped my son?
You don't understand.
No, I understand. This is evidence, and you've been withholding it.
Oh, no, I don't see how the police could find that locket helpful.
You've been lying about this all along, haven't you? I mean, why didn't you just tell me when I asked you about the locket?
I couldn't. I just couldn't. It's the only thing I had left of her.
Well, I don't care. Now, you have to tell Captain McNamara about this. You can't just cover it up.
Well, they'll take it away from me.
So what?
Victoria, do you realize that locket was very important to Ryan?
Don't you even mention his name.
Just imagine if your son was taken away from you and you wanted to give him something very special to remember you by. You wouldn't want someone to take that away from him, now, would you?
He's here.
Who?
Thank you so much for stopping by, Captain.
No problem, Miss Hudson. What is it you wanted to see me about?
Another World fans, if you can't wait till next week to find out what's happening on your favorite soap, then call NBC Soap Phone right now. Dial 1-900-680-4NBC. Each call costs $1 per minute.
Hello, everyone. I'm Arthel Neville. Demi Moore has done it all, from acting to producing to making stripping legit. But did you know she and her husband, Bruce Willis, are creating their very own family hideaway? Extra will take you there to find out why Demi and Bruce want to leave Hollywood behind. Watch tonight at 7, only on Extra, only on NBC4.